Hi children, welcome back. In our video today, we are going to see the lesson, The Hack Driver, which is for class 10th, written by Sinclair Lewis. And we are going to do the exam-based explanation only. That is, we are not going to dwell in the unnecessary dialogues and things which are not important for the exam. Earlier, I had made the Hack Driver part 1 in which I had done half of the lesson. This is the Hack Driver part 2. So, and if you find that this video is useful to you, then please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the bell icon so that you will be getting all the videos that I post, and it will be extremely useful to you to do your exam well. Now, these are the main points of the lesson. As usual, first, we are just going to see the points. If you know the points very well, then easily you will be able to remember the lesson. Now, the main points, I'll do a slight recap of the first half of the lesson. So, the main points, the narrator. Now, here, the narrator is a young lawyer. He does not like his work at all. He's working in a law office, but he does not like his work because instead of doing the legal work, he's been treated like a messenger. He just has to go and deliver summons to people. Sometimes in doing all these things, he even gets beaten up. So he just hates his job. One day he was sent to New Million. The narrator reaches New Million. One day he was sent to New Million, and he thought that this is going to be a very good place because it is a small place. It is not a big city. So he's going to enjoy himself there. But when he went there, he was highly disappointed because he saw only dirt and mud around, and even the shops were so dull. The only thing that he liked was the hack driver. The hack driver meets the narrator. Now he quickly goes to the hack driver and he starts talking to him because he wants to search for a man called Oliver Lutkins. The hack driver seems to be a very, very good person. He immediately agrees to drive him around, and he also promises to help him. Now, the hack driver does it because the hack driver, who calls himself Bill Magnuson, is actually Oliver Lutkins, the person whom the narrator has come to deliver the summons to. But Oliver Lutkins does not want to take the summons, and that is why he pretends to be Bill Magnuson and he cheats the narrator. Now, the hack driver takes the lawyer out. Now, the hack driver pretends to be a very good person and a helper to the narrator. So he says, I'll go and search for you. So he gets down at Gustav's and Gray's and Fritz and everywhere in the pool room. And the pattern they follow is the same. The hack driver would first go inside and the narrator would follow later. So when the narrator came, the person at the various places, like the shop, would tell the hack driver and the narrator that Oliver Lutkins has just left. So that way, from one place to another, both of them keep going. They seem to have just missed Oliver Lutkins, but they never catch up with him. Naturally, they cannot catch up with him because Oliver Lutkins was Bill Magnuson. The next is the narrator enjoys his day. From this, we are going to see in this video. The narrator meets Oliver's mother, the return and punishment, the moment of the truth. Bill enjoys his day. Now, I told you that the whole of the morning they were just running around, looked like they had just caught up with Oliver Lutkins, but they never actually caught up with him. Now, the narrator was very hungry because whole morning he has been looking out for Oliver Lutkins, and so he suggested that they go to a restaurant. But even here, Bill was helpful, or he looked as if he is very helpful. Bill suggested that his wife would pack them lunch and he would have to pay just $50. So Bill looked as if he was so very good because just for $50, he is going to give him lunch. Not only is going to give him lunch, but they are also going to go to Wade's Hill and enjoy the view as they had lunch. It was just like a picnic. As they sat on the hilltop, Bill talked of New Million and painted a picture in words of all the people in it. So Bill was a great person and he was very good at talking. He spoke about all the people who lived in New Million. He noticed everything. He laughed at the people, also understood and forgave their foolishness. He described the minister's wife who sang the loudest in church when she was most in debt. So, this way, each person he gave a description in such a way that the narrator not only enjoyed his day and he also was very impressed with he was very impressed with Bill Magnuson, the hack driver. The lawyer enjoys his day. This is just a continuation. Bill commented on the boys who came back from college in fancy clothes. He told about the lawyer whose wife could never succeed in getting him to put on both a collar and a tie on the same day. He made them all live. Means what? They all came alive in front of the narrator's imagination. He felt as if he actually knew them. On that day, the narrator came to know New Million better than he did the city and to love it better. So the narrator just loved New Million and the people over there. He felt that Bill didn't know about colleges and cities, but his adventures brought back a philosophy of simplicity and laughter. So he was terribly impressed with Bill Magnuson, the hack driver. The narrator meets Oliver's mother. At last, Lutkin's friend told them that he had gone to his mother's house, which was the farm. Bill warned the young lawyer that his mother was a terror. Bill beforehand only said, better be careful about Lutkin's mother because she is a terror. She was 7 feet tall and 4 feet thick. She was broad and very huge. On reaching there, Lutkin's mother shouted at Bill that Bill was not at home. On reaching there, Lutkin's mother shouted that Oliver was not at home. She seized an iron rod. Seized means she caught hold of an iron rod and started attacking them. Bill pretended to search. Why pretended? Because Bill was Oliver. How could he search for himself somewhere else? But Bill pretended to search for Oliver by peeping into the windows of the house from outside because inside Oliver's mother was sending them out. So from outside, he peeped into the windows and naturally Oliver could not be found. The return and the punishment. The narrator had already told the hack driver about all his secrets and the purpose of his visit and everything. Bill knew everything that he had to know. So he knew that the narrator would be returning back in the evening. So as the narrator returned home without accomplishing his task, he did not worry about his failure. Here was a young lawyer who spent the whole day just fooling around and then he was supposed to do his duty, but even after coming back, he did not feel guilty. He was happy about meeting Bill. He pictured an honest and happy life beyond the strict limits of the law firms and was excited. Law firms and discipline and all, he thought that only this was not life. There is something beyond that. And when he thought about it, he was extremely happy. He had found a treasure, a new way of life. However, his office was upset that Lutkins could not be found. But the office will not share his excitement. They had sent the narrator for a specific job. He came back empty handed without doing the job. So the people in the office were angry. The case was up the next morning and the narrator almost lost his job. The chief ordered him to go again to New Million with the man who had worked with Lutkins. So this was the punishment. He had to go back again. This time he would go back with a person who had seen Oliver Lutkins before because he had worked with him. The moment of truth. This was the final moment when the narrator actually saw what was true. When the narrator reached New Million, he saw Bill talking and laughing with Oliver's mother. You remember Oliver's mother was very angry with Bill. She took an iron rod and she came charging after him. But now these two were talking and laughing. So he wanted his companion also to know Bill because Bill was such a good person. So he wanted his companion to know Bill. But when the narrator pointed out to Bill and told his companion that Bill was a nice person, the companion shocked the narrator by informing him that Bill was Oliver Lutkins. This was the moment of truth. The narrator was absolutely shocked because the companion said that Bill Magnuson and Oliver Lutkins were the same person. They were not two different people. Now the narrator realized that he had been cheated. And what hurt the narrator was that Lutkins and his mother laughed at him and begged him to visit their neighbor as their neighbor had heard about him but not seen him. Lutkins and his mother both had told the entire place about Bill and about the narrator and how foolish he was. So now their neighbor wanted to see this foolish narrator. So we realize here that when it comes to duty, we should perform it with full focus. With this, we come to the end of the lesson. If there's anything you want to ask me, you can always get in touch with me. Thanks for watching.